G'day, Sunburn Tom Garriman, sales representative at Apex Results Realty located in Burlington, Ontario. I operate from Grimsby through to West Mississauga. Obviously, I'm a realtor in Ontario, Canada. So, g'day, we're at June 26th. We're well into the spring market. In fact, we're starting to see a bit of a slowdown now. The people who are thinking about listing are at this point not listing anymore because summer's about to get here. When I say summer, I'm talking about July. The kids are out of school, and the second the kids come out of school, usually the entire market will slow down to a degree because people want to go away and enjoy the beautiful weather. They're going to cabins, they're having barbecues, they don't want to have their house as a show, like a show home there for a month or two while the kids are home, they're out and about and they're doing things, because then they're tied to having to be close to printers, computers, fax machines, cell phones, because they may have an offer coming in or maybe putting an offer on something. So unless they have to move, they're not going to right now. Now, what's happened for the last little bit? Interest rates starting to come down, starting to see some interesting pressure on them. Best offer I've seen for a fixed rate for 5 years is 2.79%. That's good. That means that for 5 years, your mortgage is set at a very low, historically low rate, which means people are still buying. People are always buying and selling, but they are still moving on things today. Now, there's some interesting news that's come up. Credit unions. They are lending institutions like anything else. They are not a bank, but they fill the same role. A teacher's credit union was a credit union started for teachers a very long time ago. They've expanded their base of who can actually be part of them. You don't necessarily have to be a teacher or whatever other group that credit union originally supported. Now, they're not governed by the same rules that banks are, not completely. So what's been happening recently is some of them are starting to look at getting into mortgages, and because they are seeing such a large market, and they're chipping away out a little bit, to break into it, they're offering lower rates. So there's a rumor going around, nothing solid yet. I haven't seen anything in the media saying they're going to come out under 2.79%, but they may well. They will still likely be conservative because they have to protect their shareholders. But until they do that, until they actually come out and go all out into this market, depending how much of the market share they want to get, and no, a credit union will not be all of your market share. It's not going to affect 20%. It's not going to knock out the Royal Bank or Canada Trust, but it will have an impact. So when they come along, you'll probably see a bit more business eventually. General public won't notice it. Realtors will. So other than that, right now, we're right in line with what I would expect the market to be. A few more listings coming on. It's slowing down. Not as many coming on the market. Not as many buyers out there right now. Everyone, of course, is making sure they're pre-qualified. They're taking their time. They're looking. Gorgeous properties coming on the market right now. Once in a while, you will see that they will sell in multiple offers still, because everything's done. They're priced well, and there's 3 or 4 buyers who've not found anything in that specific neighborhood. Do not bank on that if you're a seller. As a buyer, now it's time to be looking at deals, because if someone's been listed for 2 or 3 months, you can go in lower, listen to the realtor, pay attention to how long the property's been listed, and if they've adjusted their price or not. There are properties out there that are listed, and these people are expecting to get full price. In some cases, they expect to get more. I don't understand the mentality. I've been a realtor for a long time. Let's see, as of right now, it's been over 8 years, I'm almost at 9 years. And this is what you see. This is what people do. I'm putting a price tag on it, and you're going to pay it just like it's a store. So historically, ignoring everything else here, sorry, getting back on track. Historically, we are right where we would expect to be. I expect the market to start dying off, not dead, but to slow down anywhere from about a week ago up until 2 weeks into July. At that point, the government's not making any announcements about mortgages, no major changes. I would expect that the slowdown is happening now, and we'll have a slow summer like we always do. Prices may adjust down a little bit as people have been on the market for 2, 3, 4, 5 months even. And then what will happen is fall will come along and we'll pick right up again. Not as busy as the spring market, but who wants to buy a property in the summer? kids go back to school, or you go back to work, you're done enjoying the outside time, you're willing to put a bit more time into looking for property. Any major changes coming down the pipe towards us? No. Credit union change because they're willing to lend. Nothing major, not a huge impact on any of the markets I deal with. Money is very cheap, let's say. And I just received an appraisal. Property was purchased 1 year ago to date. Not my numbers, but the appraiser had to go in, and I heard back that there had been 5% increase from last year in value. No work done to the property, moved in, lived in it for a year, maintained it obviously, changed light bulbs, cleaned counters off, all the rest of that, 5% increase. Interesting. So, we are at the end of the bubble. I should not say bubble, let's say spring market, because a bubble would indicate that prices have shot up and now should come down to some degree. I'm not expecting to see that. Anything else I can really tell you at this point? No, we're expecting to see interest rates staying low for a solid year, likely until the end of 2015 now is the expectation. The banks, lending institutions are saying, the large ones anyway, rates are going to stay low in the foreseeable future for 2 or 3 years. So if you're considering going variable, shop around. There was a 1.99 option on a variable mortgage, which is, I believe, 1% off of the bank prime. That was some sort of offer I heard about just recently. It's over now, but other offers like that exist. Take a look at your numbers, read the fine print. It's always a good time to buy or sell. Usually. It's a good market right now. If you're looking at selling, have me through. Ask me the questions. Do the prep work for the next 2 months. List in September, October. September. Definitely September. Anyway, that's all for now. June. Decent market. Still going along. No slowdowns. No major slowdowns. Just the normal slowdown caused by summer. And remember, no matter what else is you're going out there looking around, enjoy your beautiful summer. Wear a sunscreen. I didn't. It's a bad thing. Other than that, remember, stay positive.